Hi there, folks. Welcome back to Rich Reviews. I hope you had an interesting week so far. I know I have. So I just got out watching 50 Shades Freed. Hooray! The franchise is over! Hooray! And no, I didn't review the last two 50 Shades film because, quite frankly, I didn't bother to see them because, quite frankly, I have standards. Well, I decided to see and review this one here for you folks. Trust me, you are not missing anything from this franchise. This film is awful. This film really doesn't have a plot to speak of. Apparently, these two characters get married. Hooray for that. Basically, they share domestic bliss. And apparently, Anna has a stalker. Apparently, there are two stalkers. Why these two characters stalk Anna, or Christian for that matter, I really don't have a clue. This film, I saw this film with maybe like 5 other people in this theater I was at. And some of us, and considering this was a relatively private showing, I guess maybe it is private no matter what you think about it, some of us were actually laughing up a storm because this thing is a laugh riot. Literally, this is the most unintentional comedy that I've ever seen. At least in one scene, Christian is critically watching Anna sleep. And next thing you know, she goes back down in the dungeon and he sort of comes on to her and says, "I thought you were mad at me." And it's like, if you were honest, then you would say, "Yes, I am mad at you, but I want revenge, fuck you." I mean, literally. You're better off going to the verified amateur section of Pornhub, and where you can get better sex and less people, and you're better off watching people on that site fuck, because these two, the sex is not interesting. At least on verified amateur on Pornhub, the sex is interesting. I mean, literally, these two people have no real romantic chemistry whatsoever. If you're thinking to yourself, okay, maybe this girl can change him, it's like, sure, but it doesn't make you free of anything. I mean, yeah, some guys can change and you marry a girl. Other guys don't. They become, oh look, these people are not going to be happily married. They're going to be one-upping each other till the end of time, basically, here. And also, another fact I like to make a point out of, it's like, if you're a guy, or at least your girl is sort of like, yeah, about children, it's like, warning, do not get married. Don't bother. Spare the children. Folks, this film is just plain awful. The dialogue in this film is utterly laughable. It's just laughable. MST3K would have a field day with this. Hooray, the franchise is over. Yes, that's all that counts. This franchise is over. No more films from this shitty author. I mean, yes, all it is a Twilight ripoff. And even Twilight wasn't all that great to begin with. Again, the guy who's stalking them is not particularly interesting. Again, if you can make something this viewer from your mind hard enough, you can. Because quite frankly, does anyone really here remember the last one? Probably not. If they did, congratulations. I have yet to find anyone that is a fan of this franchise. I read the first 30 pages of the first book. Trust me, this thing, that is a sneaky book right there, folks. And here's the thing, I have read some erotic novels. Trust me, even at its best, the sex is the greatest thing about the book. At worst, it's the only thing. Again, this is the guy who directed Glenn Ross, and I just wondered, like, I seriously wonder who had something over him for wanting him to direct this film. I don't really know. I just sort of sat there in awe. The sex scenes, again, to repeat myself, I'm just sort of like, oh, good grief. And then we get one of those overused songs at the end. I love you like I do. I don't give a flying F it. I don't care about that song anymore. You know, they'll live happily ever after, being miserable with one another. This is not a marriage of equals, I can tell you that. This guy is, you know how on those sitcoms you have it, like there's that one douchey boyfriend that girl is with, and our plucky hero wants to rescue that girl from that boyfriend. It's sort of like that. Although Christian Grey, I sincerely question why anyone would want to be with them. This thing wraps up so quickly. It's like, oh sure, I'm pregnant. Yes, I have daddy issues. I have mother issues. Good grief. If you're a fan of this franchise, congratulations. You won't find any more laughable dialogue than this. As I keep repeating myself, because quite frankly, I like to repeat myself on things. So in the end, folks, you won't find a worse film than this year. I proudly proclaim 50 Shades Freed to be the worst film of the year. Hooray! The franchise is over! Congrats! So, 50 Shades Freed, have you seen it? Hopefully you never did. What's the worst film you've ever seen? Put that in the comment box below. I'll see you next time, folks. Maybe with a better film, who knows? There can't be anything worse than this franchise, this film. I'm just amazed. See you next time, folks. Yeah.